Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia. It's only Thursday and it's really nasty, nasty weather out there. Shocking it is. Now, I've done a tiny bit while you weren't with me. I took off what was going to be here, which was probably the blue one. I'm thinking I'll move that. I found this. I like it. It's really awesome, pretty now, isn't it? It's really good. I love it. Anyway, I've got some ideas here, so I'm looking for some yellow. I've stitched that one on there, slow stitch that on there for you, so you wouldn't have to be, so at 11 o'clock I can turn that off again. So, right, so I'll put 11, maybe 11:10. I'll give myself a bit more than half an hour, can't we? That's got to be 11:10, Sonia. Okay, now, yellow. I want a bit of yellow. I don't think I need it too. Do I need a bright one? Probably could do. I'll get one of these. It's a bit thick. This'll work. You'll be able to see it. You can only put so many colours in a box. Can you only put so many colours in a box. Actually, this is very thin compared with what I've been using, isn't it? It don't matter. It's all good. And I can't get it undone because I've got it all twisted up here. Come on. Sonia, what are you doing? I don't know. I probably picked it up and just rolled it willy-nilly. Right, I'll have to get something else out of here. I've got time to play with that. I'm really excited about this piece. I really like it. I do. I really like this piece. I think that's too thick. Maybe not. No, it's not. It will look good. You want to be able to see it, don't you? Really? You do want to be able to see it. I'll have to get some cream on my hands, fair dinkum. I keep forgetting to do it. They're all falling apart on him. Need some cream on it. Okay. Look like an old lizard soon. Scaly old lizard. Right, now I'll unthread this even though I don't particularly want to. I've got some on here, look. It's not the same stuff and it's a tiny bit brighter and I'm thinking I'm going for this one anyway. So we'll thread this needle here with that. Working towards getting around the back of it. I didn't know if I was going to show you all this, but as I'm going to be adding bits to it because I want to see what the outcome is going to be. As I'm going, you see, I like to know what I'm going to do at the end of it all. I hope you've seen the video before this. I really think I might put them both up the same day. Okay, because they're not very, I don't think that one last one was very long. I think I might put them up the same day, so you've got to, now, when I say I'm going to put stuff on here, I've decided, I'm just going to fix this bit first, make sure this is a bit, I'll move that back over so I can trim this. Like that. And this one's just hanging on by its pieces of sewing, isn't it? I've cut that out. I've gone close when I cut this out. I found it in a box a minute ago. And a couple of other things that I am also excited to use. Now, right. Goes that way, Sonia. Right, so that's going to be like that. Now, I'm going to put this to cover that. See that part there? So it's not, I'm going to take it down there like that. So I'm going to need a little bit of something under here. So you've got to think about that. You're going to need background pieces. So if you put background pieces in, like things like this, you've got to make sure that goes on before that does, okay? Now, And I found another bit with this on it. Look at that. Somebody's done that by hand. Isn't it beautiful little sewing? Right, so we're going to put a piece of lace behind there. It must mean the mum went past me because Jeremy never went out there. Or maybe he did, I don't know. He did. Okay. Do I want a bit of this behind there? Just a bit. Just cut off a piece of it. Only thing we get in the mail now is parcels, so I don't mind getting a parcel. If I get a parcel's good. How about that? I'm not going to leave it all there. Nobody panic. I'll cut this. When you buy something online and you're waiting for it to come, it's annoying. It takes forever, isn't it? I'll cut this. But what can you do? You know what? When the COVID was on, oh, well, it still is, but when it was really out there bad and we couldn't go anywhere and, you know, everything said it was slow. The only thing that wasn't slow was my mail. I was getting mail flat out. Now, I don't know what they're doing with it. Not getting mail flat out now at all. Haven't bought a lot of things, but I did buy a couple of things that I'm waiting for. Okay, so there's that. Now I do like that. It's nice. It looks good. Okay, but we need to put it. I do like that. I'm going to be putting a bit more of that on here, I think. Well, that's a better side. That's the right side there. Bit of fluff. Get the fluff out. Nobody wants fluff. Put it there. Now what I haven't realised is I've got that coming over the bottom. Wait a minute. Move it up a bit. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to cut that off. Oh my goodness me. What was I thinking? Oh no. Yes. Oh dear. Oh crikey. So that didn't go to plan, did it? Because I don't want to cut that. That won't that won't stitch. I mean, that'll come undone. That will all come undone. That will all come undone if I do that. Oh dear. I suppose I could glue it. Hang on a minute. Might do this. Might take that off there. Just that flower. Will it fit there then? Yeah, but you've got a gap. It's okay. We can put some lace on the gap. Righto. Well, this is what I mean, you know, by you really have to do testing. You have to do testing as you're going along when you're doing something like this, because you want it to stay, you want it to still be there. Now, I could put this along here as well, couldn't I? That might have to go all the way across here. Cut this off. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good day. So far mine's been good. I've been enjoying doing this. My poor cat, he got picked up a flea from somewhere. We went and got some stuff yesterday for him. Me and Jeremy went up the street and got some stuff to fix him. And we didn't put it on him till this morning because we didn't want to go to bed last night and not know if he was okay or not. You know it is. Oops. And no, he didn't have many fleas. He didn't have any about a week ago. And we're thinking it was coming in from either the cat next door, because he sits out there at the front and talks to him through the screen door. And we think maybe that's where he's got it from, them, whatever. And it was horrible. It was horrible, really horrible, for him to be like that. And so we went and got him some. I don't know what I've got here. I'm going to have to cut a bit more off that, aren't I? It seems to me make it like a bowing, smooth, like it's. How about that? Then you can still see all that through there. Okay, stop faffing about, Sonya. Righto. I found that little bit too, but I'm not real keen because it's got black in it. It looks like I'm not going to be able to use that. It really does. It's just not going to be part of what I'm doing. Look at this one. Look, it's going to fit in there nicely. Look at that. Oh, that's better. This is nice. I'll put it on the back maybe of it. Maybe I'll put it on the back of it. Why did I take this off? It might be a different shape to what I took off, I think. Yeah, it's got like that. So I'm going to put that there. Okay. And I'll still use the orange one. But I'm going to put some yellow along that, I suppose. Or will I use this here piece down across there? That'll look good. This will look good everywhere, won't it? It's only a tiny piece. I must have lots more somewhere. I've got a big box of it back somewhere. There it is, under everything else. Very good. Nice. Maybe I'll be covering all these with this. Anyway, I'm going to sew down here of this piece on the yellow. I'm going to put a pin in this so it doesn't go anywhere. Isn't it weird how when you're fiddling around with something else happens and you got the right thing? Yep, sure is. Sharper needle would have been the way to go, but this one's working because you've got to have your needle, and I always say this, big enough for the size of your thread to go through, the hole that it makes, okay? Now this probably isn't going to be, I usually go by this one piece of thread, and the hole that makes it'll fit through there, so it usually works anyway. We can put some nice embellishments and things onto this, and lots of sewing anyway. I'll probably do more slow stitching than anything though, to fill it in. Fill it in and make it look good. Okie dokie. Nice little diamond shape there, we can put something in that. Try to hold down your stuff and your work and just, you know, keep it all in place so you can just, as you go, just stop and look and see what you're doing, you know, because we think, you know, we might think, oh, we're doing all right, but if you stop and look at it, maybe it's not doing all right at all, maybe it's wrong. Now I'm going to put this up along here, so I no need to sew down there any further. So I'm going to just come back up a bit while I've got this bit of thread in. Take it through the back. Alright, catch everything. I know some people put their stitches in line with one another, but I don't worry about that because, you know, it's not something that I'm going to think about. You know, I just want to do this, what I'm doing. This is a really heavy piece of thread too, but you know what? It doesn't look too bad. You're looking for the fun factor, aren't you, really? What, you can enjoy doing it, eh? Just want to enjoy making it, all right? And it's sideways. Cool. It's all going everywhere. It's okay. You can leave it like that. It's fine. I don't know if I should go back down there again. I will, because that way then I can put some pink in the other part. We don't have to be stressing out. It's fairly raining out there. Fairly raining. I don't know, Australia's getting too much rain. Isn't it scary, you know, how some people have none and we have other people have a lot, and for years we didn't have hardly any, and last year we had a fair bit, because I have a diary that I call it a diary. It's not a journal really, it's just, well, maybe it's a journal that I write in. I hadn't been writing in it the last few months, so the other day we got into bed. I read lots of it to Jeremy about because I started at the beginning of 2021, I think, or the end of 2020, and it was raining like this too then, at the same time last year. I was doing the same thing. And I know people always go, oh, it's not, you know, this is bad, it's not going to never been like this. It's not true. It has been like this before. Over the years, people don't choose to forget. A lot of people say, well, I've been here for a lot of years, and we have the same out of control weather everywhere, really. It's just how things go. You can't say what it's going to... Well, you can. Sometimes they can predict it, but other times they can't. I can speak to that Google Mini that I got and say, is it raining? She'll say no, and it probably is. But today she got it right. It is raining. She did say it was, and it is. Okay, so now I'm going to... Oh, I hope I haven't got that too sideways. I might have, but that's okay. I'll put a panel across there of something nice. Okay. Now, I want to stitch this piece here on, so I might use the pink or a bit of blue. What about a bit of blue? I could use that. I bought myself this yesterday. It's only a dress ring. I do like to buy things like that for myself to wear. It's pinching me to bits. It just depends whether I'm swollen or not, you know, on the day. It depends what my body's like. Yesterday it fit good, today it's pinching living daylights at me. It doesn't matter though, I'm still going to wear it because I like to have some bling on. I do like to have some bling on. I've always wore rings and or used to wear bracelets, but I don't wear necklaces at all. Necklaces. I have a heap too and I don't wear them, but anyway. Alright, now so we need blue. This is blue, isn't it? Ooh. Brilliant colour, isn't it? Nice. Might have to go with the light one somehow. Keep it down on the down low just a tiny bit. I don't know why, but I will. I've got the other one still in my hand though, in case I want to get... What's this? Something I got out of that box. Jeremy just passed the box down to me with some stuff in it, and I think that is what I'm after. I'm looking for something to put on the bottom of my tray to bead on, because the thing I was doing it on, it just all, I don't know, flicks the beads everywhere. You need a bit of felt or something underneath your beads, and if I can't have this thing out there, because I've left it behind, I need something else. Oh, that might look alright. What do you reckon? I know you're not going to be able to see it much. Actually, that's not going up there. That piece is. But I'm going to use that light one because I'm going to put a cross stitch over the top of it. I'm going to put that piece on there. This bit here. On there. We have to do the hole first. Let's see the hole. Okay. Put this on first. Alright. Hope we're getting that in the right way. We've got to get it in the right place. Fill up the hole there with something. I like the way that I've done this bit with a bit of higgly-piggly. That bit there is just gone too straight for me now, Phil. Like it's too straight. What's under there? Can I flip that over the top? No, I can't. I just feel like it's too straight, this piece. What about if I do something like that with it? We'll see what happens when we get there, okay? We'll see what we do. We're going to go down here now. Fasten this bit on. I hope I'm in the picture. It's no good me showing you this if I'm not present, is there? Right. Now, I don't know if I've come over too far, but if I have, and I'm going to do something around the outside, put a piece of braid or just put frilly stuff or whatever, I don't know yet. Just leave it like it is. We'll see what happens when we get to it, okay? So this is my journal cover for me next journal, which is a nature themed sort of one. It's got birds and flowers and things like that in it. I think it's got birds in it. Maybe I haven't got to the bird part yet, but anyway. So that's that bit. I'm going to go across the bottom with it too. Make sure I've got it straight here. We've got to be adjusting and fitting all the time. It just takes seconds. It doesn't take long. But if you've got to pull it undone, you won't be happy. Oh well, I usually am. I don't mind taking it undone if I'm going to fix it. Doesn't bother me if I'm going to fix it. Just do some nice big father stitches. Okay. I wonder what's on that other book. That other journal that I got there. I wonder what front... I don't even remember what the cover looks like on that. I'm going to put it up on Etsy one of these days. I did have it up there for a while, but I took it down. I just had a squeeze. That's all right with you. Oh, right, yes. There it is. Oh, that's it. Look. I couldn't remember what was on there. Let's move that round there. That's... I couldn't remember what was on it. Now I know. Anyway, we're back to this. I have a lot of... sorry about the rattling. When I put things up on Etsy, you've got to take photos of everything, see? And on Facebook, they collect up every picture that you've ever put up there, that you've ever used. And I've got a really nice selection of all the books and their pages that I've made and sold, because I wouldn't have remembered what was in them, really. It's been a long time, some of them, you know. So it was really good to see that. You can buy the book, the thing, but I don't think I need to if I've got it all there, do I? I'm going to straighten this out now, without cutting that off yet. I don't cut that off yet. I can sort of see where that bit is underneath. Okay. Okay. Now, I got that. Okay. I'm going to just duck up here with this, I think. I'm just going to put some stitches up here. Whether they still be... Just give me a sleeve out of the road. This... Yeah, we must be getting a fair bit of rain today. Goodness me. Righto. Now I hope that I have enough thread. That's not pulling across there, is it? That's all right. When you stitch it more, it sits down anyway, doesn't it? So I'm going to put this across here, okay? That's my plan. But I have to fill that up there because there's a hole. I have a hole there, and then there's going to be a hole, well, there's going to be something here that has to go here. Right. It's all right, we're going to find something to fix that with. We will. So we're going to put some cross stitches, or some stitches over this to fasten it on. I mean, I'm going to go down one more here. So at the beginning and the end, if these pieces aren't tucked under something, you can put something over the top of it, okay? Well, these are not actually going to be cross stitches. I'm going to just fasten it down by going across it. That's what I'm doing. Well, it will be a cross stitch after I put it down, won't it? So make sure you've got it all covered and hanging onto it there. And then go down in there. All right, I'll come back the other way in a minute. Cross over it. So if you don't embroider and you want it, or well, even if you do and you want it just like me, I just love repurposing these sort of things, because then somebody's put a bit of work, and especially look at that, there's a work that has gone into that. And you know, even if there's some of them are done on the machine, it doesn't matter. You need to, it's good to preserve these things, isn't it? And if you can make it work in a nice manner, I don't know what you'd call this one, whether you call it, well, it's slow stitching, I suppose. Cover, isn't it? It's and so you're preserving the nice pieces of work and making yourself a really unique creation. It really is when you do this sort of thing to them. Sometimes, you know, you can get them pretty cheap if they've got stains or whatever on them. Now, I'm up to the part there where that little bit's missing, but I'm going to put something over that little bit in a while. You know, I could put a button there. You just don't know. Put a bunch of little beads there or something. Whatever you want to do. Doesn't it make it look cool? I mean, I know it takes me a while to get the general thing started, but once you get going, you're right. Now, for the end bit here, I'm not really sure about what to do with that. I'm just going to cut that bit off there. Cut that bit off. There. And I'll wait until I'm doing the edge, because maybe what I'm thinking is there will be some sort of an edge around it, you know. Even if it's not that, it'll probably be something like it, something wider or whatever, and that way then I can cover that over. Wow. I do like this. I do like this, how this is working out. Well, it's not, like I said before, you have to like your own work, don't you? Or you wouldn't be doing it. Now, I've got to go across the other way. So I start here, right? And I go across there. It's not actually cross stitch, is it? I'm just stitching over it like that to make it hold it down. Here we go. And come up. I've had a lot of this stuff for a long time, and that is a good thing, isn't it? Because you can then use it, when the idea hits you. It comes to mind, you know. I'm doing a lot of stitching lately, I know, and people like to watch me do stitching. I don't know if they like me to do journal. I'm not very good at that. It's okay. I'll get the hang of it one day. I'll have the journal thing put down. I do love to do it, but I get it done. But it's a process. It's probably my worry. But anyway, it's all right. I like to. I'm really gotten into this now. This stitching thing, because I've always enjoyed it anyway. And I've got enough stuff here to stitch along for the next 250 years, I think. Okay, let's get it. So we'll be right then, won't we? Come on. Through there. Now I'm going to do a back stitch or here just to seal it. So we'll fasten it down a bit so it won't come undone. Well, I hope it doesn't come undone. Shouldn't come undone. It should be really good. I like how all that goes together there. That's really neat, isn't it? Now, where's a bit more of that? I'm still going to put a bit of it up here. What do you reckon? Hey, you think I should put still some up there? Anyway, we'll see. What we want to do now, we need to fix these spots. While we're here, we need to fix them spots. Now, I can put something going this way, maybe, if I wanted to. I thought about that. Nope, not wide enough. It's not quite wide enough. Look what I found, too, look at that. It's bullion stitch. Isn't it cool? Look at it. It'll give me an idea maybe what I could do anyway with it, I suppose. Put that back down there somewhere. Where was that in that box? Right. Now I need a piece of lace. I'm sure I need a piece of lace to go on that bit. Okay. I've got a really old vintage piece here. Really old vintage piece. I don't know if I can put that on there. It's a bit wide. It's a shame. A bit wide. How about this bit? This one's got right. I don't know what I think about that. So I've got little bits in this box here, this little pot that I've just collected up to maybe put on something at some time. Might be able to do that, little bloke. How do you think? There's a purple one. I think I like the white one. See if you can stitch that on there and then put some beads on it. Okay? That's for there. Righto. Now I have more of those somewhere. I'm going to cut them off something. Is this them? It is too. Look, here, I cut these off here. See how you get them out? You can colour them in, but these don't colour very good with the marking pen. They don't colour very well with the marking pen. Now, Sonya, you're going a bit silly now. It's not going to fit on there for a start. Okay, so let's see. We'll do this, eh? We'll do this little one because it's not smacking me in the eye. It's not taken away from anything I've got there. So I do like it, and I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to put a couple of beads on top of it. Okay, all my bead needles are going around the corner now. They are. They're all going around the corner. Because my hands have been hot while I've been using them, and oh well, they would be, I suppose. And I've what time do I have to turn that off? That it says 11:10. We got 10 minutes. Yeah, so look at that. I suppose you can see it, can you? It's a bit sideways, isn't it? I always buy a few packets because I know that this is going to happen. I hope I can just use this today. I hope it's not going to play up on me. Come on, get through there. Where's the hole now? There it is. Nothing worse than an end of your cotton frame so it won't fit through there, is it? I got the tweezers. Made a mess of them, didn't I? With that stuff. Must be alcohol ink that I put on there. Dyed in brown, doesn't matter. I might just do that little bit of work there. Look at that corner's just ducky, isn't it? And you got a nice bit of a start on that. Rightio. But hang on a second, we need to put something. No, we don't. We're leaving that straggy. Okay, we're not putting anything on that. Which way is the right way? That way. I might have to cut off these little bits first. The only good thing about this crochet, you can just cut it up and it doesn't just fray undone. It's just not fray undone. That's what made me by machine, but you still don't want it to fray undone, do you? Righto. Now I've got some gold beads there that I'm going to use. I've already got the idea there, I think. I'm going to use some of these I found yesterday. They're neat, aren't they? Oops. Is it too much? No. Not likely. If I start beading, you know what I do? I get carried away, don't I? Maybe we should keep it on the down low. What do you reckon? Do you think I should put something on it, like a nice little green one or something? Got these yesterday. They cost me 50 cents. I might just do this. And I do like them, but I can't find many green ones, so I'm sparking about them green beads, aren't I? But I'm going to Spotlight because I found them there in the containers. Oh, hang on. And I found this morning, like I find them, because I haven't seen them for years. But they're a bit too big. They're a bit too big, those ones. I just wanted something that's tiny like these, only a little bit greener. You just want them a bit greener. These are a mixture, I suppose. Some of these are good. If they've got the inside, some of these beads, if you buy them, these glass ones, you've got to be careful because the inside's a bit of paint or something, and it comes off on some of them. If you buy a cheap lot, it'll come off. I've had it happen only probably once or twice ever in all the years I've been doing this. That's not even on the right place, Sonia. You can't do that. It's not in the right place. You still see the hole. It's too much talking and not enough beading. Move it over. Right, so we got the thread. Okay, we got the thread. Beads are gone, whatever. We'll find them later. So this has got to go over the hole. So you can't. I wanted to show as much of that as I can, but I can't, because if I do that, here's my bead. The hole is going to be visible, and we don't want to see the hole. But this is going to look okay. What I'm doing. Just put a knot in my cotton. So I'm not taking away from it too much, from the rest of the piece of work. Now catch the ones that you want. There's a bit darker greens ones in here. I might see if I can grab them with this hooky needle. I don't know. Whichever one I picked out first is going to be followed by those. Goodness me. Oh dear. Well, look, I can laugh at the state of me work. The pins are getting caught. Oh, we'll get over. Oh dear. Alright, this one. I'm just going to put one round in each one of these petals. Have I covered up the hole this time? I hope so. Right. Move over. Actually, I did buy beads online too. That's another thing that I'm looking for that I haven't been able to get. I'm waiting. They just seem to be taking an awful long time to me. Customs might have grabbed them. I know there were some things I didn't get. I bought these really neat keys that were sort of had a blue tinge to them, you know, like they were old and rusty. And I never got those. I must have to have a squawk at somebody about that, I suppose. I bet you I got this one upside down. No, I haven't. That was lucky, wasn't it? I hate having to go and chase things. I just absolutely hate that if you get something and it's... Well, they're not selling it. If you get something and it's not coming to you, it's not good, is it? I know everything's got tracking on it now too. You think they would have made sure things got here to me. Oh dear, oh dear. It's alright, I'm trying to catch a bead. I've got 3. These must have been on something, or threaded. Somebody put them in a box and a bag. Oh, I dropped that one. Somebody put them in a little bag, and I've put them in there because I want to try and use them. I'm going to try and keep my beads and not have bead soup. A couple of my subscribers might get a bag of bead soup. I think I'm going to get rid of my bead soup. See how I go. Get some bead soup and just throw it in a bag, and I can send it to somebody. I really don't want to keep it all because it's... I mean, I know it's not very nice sending you mixed up stacks of beads, but I don't want to sit there and sort them, and I've got enough that's already sorted out anyway. I would have sorted them once. Used to love sorting once. Now it's taken up my stitching time, isn't it? Really? Now I know that took off flat out down there. It fell. Oh dear. Let's put a tiny bit on the... Here we go. This might make it easier. You still there? All right, thank you. Oops. Keeps falling off. It's not easy to do this bead with... Use this needle. I know somebody's probably yelling at me, Sonya, get another needle, for goodness sake. Well, I will. they're in a container here somewhere. Nobody panic. So this one here hasn't got much green in it. You turn it round, it has. I didn't have it taken so long to say. But you know what? This is not something that you're supposed to rush anyway. This is supposed to be calming and slow stitching, you know. It's not supposed to be rushed. See how fast you can do it. It's not a thing. I have to try and do it a little bit quicker for you so you can see what's going on in each video I put up. You don't want to have nothing happening, do you? You need to have something happening. Wait a minute, come here, you. Where'd you go? Got to pick through all these different colours here. The nice grey ones are there. They look alright. Now that's cool. And I'm going to just put one in the centre, I think. There's one in the middle. Will I use the same size? Yeah, why not? Unless I just do a little circle of different colour. 1, 2. It'll make a square actually what I'm doing. 3. Wait a minute. How many have I got now? Managed to lose them all, did you? Ah, dear. Nobody panic. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get there, I promise. We will get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I say to use nobody panic, I think I might be referring to myself somehow, not to panic. Oh dear, are they all green? Maybe not. Oh, we can't be so fussed. We can't be too fussed. It's not bad. Look, they look good, don't they? Now go back through under here, like go through just your beads. Righto, get every one of them. Okay. And this is going to be, this is a little bit tedious, trying to push it through, pull them down, and they will go. I got some on there the other day and got it too tight and they got stuck in it, which is not going to work for me ever. Now go through to the back. Make sure you haven't got anything else behind you. And then you come up here. I've got to do something about this needle. I'll heat it up with something after and see if I can straighten it. You got to be careful though, you don't break it. So we want to put that over there in the middle. Like so, I just went over in between two beads and I'm just sewing that down so they tip over like that, see? You get me? Look at that. How's that look? That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I think that looks nice. Not too much. It's not overdone, is it? I might put one more stitch in there just to hold that over this side here a bit. So it's not off centre. Ow. Oh my goodness me, Sonia. These things are sharp. Oh, by geez, they are. These needles. My pain thing is not very good. Oh dear. Okay. Right. Now, I would be putting these first two together, these videos. I'm going to have to go now. This one and the one I was doing before it, because I want you to see them both pretty close together, so you're not going to be wondering what I've been doing, you know, because some of the other ones, videos that I've got, will go up at different times because it just depends what I feel like putting up when I feel like, you know, doing it. So we'll see how we go. I've got extra ones to do. So anyway, so thank you very much for watching that. I think I did a really good job. I'm really pleased with this bit so far. I really am. So I'm going to keep working on this, so you'll see that on another video another day, because I want to keep working on it, because I'm going to get it. I mean, we've not even got started on the back bit yet, but we will. We had it here somewhere, didn't we, before? You had the bits for it, and I will find them, and we'll put it back together. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.